Hey, listen, we're back for another episode. I think we're on episode 6 right now. Doing well with this thing. The Jersey High School Recap Show, brought to you by DM Coach's Corner. You know I had to get my guys from off the top in the building, Big June in the house. So listen, tell a friend and tell a friend that it's them again. Tap in.
Come on. Come on.
On how important do you think 7-on-7 is to you, from your point of view?
I think it's more for the offense side of the ball.
Right, and that's how you want to keep it into that system where they know that at some point I want to be the star at Eastside. I want to be the star at
Your head coach does it for you. I feel you're just spending extra money for a recruit.
Hey, can I piggyback off that real quick?
Yeah, definitely. What's going on, y'all? Welcome back. We are back. You already know who it is. It's your man, Don Massey, live from DM, man. Again, thank you, everybody, for tuning in. I got to say thank you, man. I just so appreciate it. The very first venture of mine here with this whole podcasting thing and with the high school recap show. I want to make a public announcement to everybody that's outside of Essex County. I've been hearing it, and I don't mind it, and I love it. If you want us to talk about or cover your area, all we're going to need is a few things. It's a real simple fix. Give us some clips, the highlights, okay? Give me a rundown on the whole team. So I don't just want, hey, Don, can you post you talked about, let's use a school like North Arlington. My guy, Coach Ali Bay, is over there. That's my dude, so I can say it. He's not going to just send me, Don, check out June's highlights. Post those on your show. No, I want to highlight the whole team. So if you got highlights of the kids playing, if you got the stats of your whole team, perfect. Just shoot it to me before, what? Joe, what is our deadline around, like Saturday night?
Saturday night, like 8, the latest.
Yeah, late. I'm up late trying to do reports and everything too. So it's okay, man. Just shoot it to us. We'll definitely get them on the show. The goal is to shine a light on Jersey football. Obviously, Essex County is our home base. So that's what we're going to probably start to focus on. But we would love to grow the network. We would love to grow this. Also, local businesses, trying to get yourself out there. I got a good buzz on my network right now. Really good thing for y'all to do. Just tap in and about sponsorships. And the sponsorships ain't going to be much of nothing. It's basically just a little something to get you on the platform. We're going to pretty much show your commercial. Then obviously what we're going to do with the funds is we get to continue to have shows like this. And anybody that follows the DM network, they know that I'm trying to do things like taking kids to college tours, taking kids to workouts, getting kids looks, having camps, all of these types of things. Also, nutrition is most important. So we want to try to get those types of things around our athletes as best we can. June, how you making out, man?
Oh, man, I'm good, man. Went to go check out a couple of games this weekend. Ready to talk about it. The game, I believe, was the game of the week last week in our area, Essex County. So definitely want to talk about that today, man. And like you just said, man, piggyback what you should say, man. Look, we this is called Jersey High School recap. It's not Essex County High School recap. I've been getting like messages saying, do we just cover Essex County? Probably on Off the Top Sports, we probably do that a little bit because the amount of minutes we have on that show. But on this show, so open sesame, man. Let's get everybody, man. We want to share the love, man. We're gonna definitely want to share the love. So for sure.
Right. So, like we said, so that goes for everybody that is tuning in. I gotta thank my man Sam Sports for the new layout. Obviously, you guys seen the light show behind us. Now you get to see the scores rolling on the side. So again, everything is about improving the brand and improving everything around us. So we want to make sure that you guys are understanding that, hey, listen, again, if you want to try to get us any type of sponsors want to get themselves out here and look at on the show, send it to us, man. Send it to me on Facebook. If you want, you send me a message on Driven Minds on Facebook. If you want to send it to me on Instagram, it's 258 on Instagram. You can send it to me on Twitter. It's Driven Minds on Twitter. So you can find any of those types of networks, as well as you can try to find your way sending it to me with my own phone number. Those who have it, go ahead and shoot it to me. You know what I'm saying? But what I want to do is I just want to try to put the kids in a real productive light, man, because guys don't understand that what we do here is just the tip of the iceberg on helping kids get recruited, okay? And what the whole goal is to make sure we can give kids or allow kids an opportunity to play ball on the next level, whichever level that may be, right? So we just want to do our part, me and June, on trying to highlight our area, highlight our state, and put kids in a good position. But
Right.
Joan, what we got, man? What games we want to talk about today? I know I went to a game, and you went to a game. You went to Central, right? No, you went to Shabazz.
Shabazz and Caldwell, man.
The number 2. So we get ours right. The number 2 on your poll, right? Hey, listen, man, we got to get it right, man. We got to get it right. So they're the number 2 on your Essex County top 10 poll. And so I know that was an interesting game going up to Caldwell.
And we had Caldwell number 9 too, so it was a top 10 matchup.
Okay, 2 versus 9. So going to Caldwell ain't an easy task.
Nah,
but I don't know. I mean, I watched it live on Big State Sports. Okay, everybody on Instagram, I just tapped in. So if y'all on Instagram, man, you go ahead and like, comment, subscribe, share the show. Let everybody know we already got it going. Sebastian, thank you for the shout out. Great graphics, man. My man is one of the best in the biz. He's one of the best. So what we trying to do here is this. We are trying to, like I said, put a light on us, on our area, top 10 matchup. This is a big one. We talk about first-year coach Nas Gaines. Okay, first-year head coach Nas Gaines is going against one of one of the show off the top shows. A friendly guy, right? Friendly family member, almost you want to call it, Ty Romano. He's a friend of the show, been around for a while. This is a good matchup. Ty Romano coming off a big win last week against Cedar Grove.
Right.
Now you got Shabazz, and it's been a lot of chatter. I don't know if you've been following the network. It's been a lot of chatter, between who should be number 1. Right?
That's what you're talking about.
Shabazz wants to, I guess, make themselves relevant and understand that, hey, we're going to show you why we should be number 1. So, Joan, tell us about how that game went.
Hey, man, listen. You can just feel when I stepped in the building, man, you definitely could feel the energy. You could feel the energy between these two teams, man. It was all business. But Shabazz, man, came out early, man, with I believe it was a block punt, in the first drive of the game that set their offense up in good field position. And this is a quarterback we don't talk about, but I gotta continue to start giving this kid love, man.
Well, Colston,
man.
Well, we talked about him last week on the show, bro. The young man,
we need to start
get together.
Start putting him up there because that boy is a gamer, man. He scored the first touchdown. I believe it was a 15-yard quarterback keeper to start the scoring for Shabazz. Then it was 7-0 for a while. Then Caldwell got their defense going, man. Dante Cincinnati scored a 90-yard interception. Took it to the house.
Saw that. That was a big play. I saw that.
A big play. When it was for a minute, I'm like, Shabazz is getting physical with these guys, and it looked like it's gonna be a Shabazz night, and that kind of turned the game around right there. For Caldwell to get them going, because like you say, man, you can't count on Coach Ty Romano team out, man, for sure in these games. So then I believe before the half, Shabazz scored this kid Nasheem Brown, man.
Nasheem Brown, yeah.
Nasheem Brown,
hell of an athlete. He's a dog.
Yes.
Plays offense and defense for them.
Mm-hmm. This is my
you got a clip on him? Do we got anything of him up there?
Yeah, I believe it was this first touchdown right here.
Yo, man, that's the one hand catch, cut back across the field. I mean, again, his athleticism phenomenal. Nassim, I believe, is only a junior or a sophomore. He's young too. Sophomore. So I mean, hey, the future's looking bright for Shabazz. Go ahead.
Yes. So yeah, man. Definitely, he's one of the ones to watch out for in the years to come. But they got it going. Then I think Shabazz came out in the half at the halftime. Returned Nareed Bailey, returned an 85-yard kickoff return back.
Make sure you put notice on his name. This is not his first one of the season. He's done this multiple times. Some of them get called back. Trust me, man. Nareed Bailey's one of them guys, man. Yeah. Shout out to Coach Hewitt taking those guys out to Temple yesterday to watch the game. Temple played Navy. So trust me, man. Shabazz doing big things over there.
Hey, you just shout out Coach Hewitt, man. The both of the offensive coordinators in this game. All right, let me shout both of the offensive coordinators. I don't know the coordinator for Caldwell, but man, could they? I probably seen some of the best offensive play calling I've seen in a while, man. Like the creativity behind these plays and everything. I think Caldwell did a draw the other night. I'm like, wow, where that came from, man? And just, man, these two are the best I see this year so far. The game, all the games I've been watching it, calling plays. But Nareed Bailey returned that touchdown to that house, to make it 21-7. Then in that same quarter, Adam Seppi, another young quarterback, that's up and coming in the county, who was just announced off the top sports player of the week last week for week 5.
Nice. Congratulations to him.
Off that big win against Cedar Grove. Connected with Dante again for a 12-yard pass to make it a little closer, 21-14. Then that kid again, Nasheem Brown, man, scored another 43-yard pass in the fourth quarter from Kareem Colston to make it 27-14. And I'm like, I was about to go start walking to the car down. I was about to say, it's over. But what I say, you can't count out a Caldwell team, man, for sure. And I believe this was the second touchdown. When I believe this was the second touchdown. If I was about to walk to the car down, I'm like, it's over. It's over.
Yeah,
all right? I was like, it's over. I thought they had it. I'm like, it's over. I'm like, all right, man. I'm going to walk to the car, man. It's over, man. But Caldwell had something to say about that. You can't, like I said, you can't count on Caldwell team. They started driving down the field. I think they kicked the on. No, was this the drive they kicked the onside kick on and got the ball back? No, it was not this one. But I believe they got a turnover or something like that, and the running back Capilado punched it in to make it closer, 27-21. But Shabazz, got the ball back, got it down to like the 5-yard line, ran the timeout, and pretty much now it's game right there, man. So congrats, man, this Shabazz, man. That was a big road win, man, for them. That was a big win. It's not easy to go win in Caldwell.
No, not at all. Not at all, man. Like I said, man, this was definitely a top conference matchup. We definitely spoke on how Coach Romano will have his troops ready to go. Okay, and it looked well. But again, for Shabazz High School with a chip on their shoulder, like I mentioned earlier this week, of wanting to let people understand that they for real, right? And they had to, they had to go out there and get it done. I want to shout out Coach AJ Dotson on the defense, and I'm not sure if it's Coach Chris Schultz that's doing the defensive line, or Coach Earn, not exactly sure, or oh my man, my other good guy. Oh my man, my other good guy. I can't remember his name. I apologize. But that defensive line for Shabazz, like they were swarming from what I seen, bro. Like sacks on top of sacks, like big plays in the backfield, pressures. Some serious things.
Number 15, Jayden Hill had a game. You talking about that defensive line? He's a DE on Shabazz. Had a big game. He's only a sophomore. People gotta remember this is a young Shabazz thing. They're gonna be returning a lot of these athletes back, man.
Hey, and guess what? If they made that call from what we heard on off the net when we talked off the air, it might be a heck of a 2026 season, baby.
That's
So
why
we
I
ain't gonna talk about it. We don't want to let no cats out no bag, all right?
Yeah.
But just want to let it be known, like you said, it's a young team. They're gonna be a force to be reckoned with. Next week doesn't get any easier. Doesn't get any easier. It looks like they bring Kenneline in. Kenneline will come on the 17th. Kenneline is 7-0.
Okay.
So this is another good team coming in.
Yeah. Can I point one thing out?
Go.
Why this was a big win for Shabazz too, and they did it. They got this win without their best player going out early in this game. Zay McDonald went out early with an injury in this game. Hopefully he's healthy to play against Kenneline next week. But he went out early, and with your star player going down, it shows you that talent that they have on that team. We ain't even talk about Noah Foxworth. That's that
in the backfield, yes, sir.
In the backfield. Now Sid Richardson, who caught a couple of passes in that game.
He had a pick six that got called back, right?
Yes.
Okay. So I'm gonna need to talk to my officiators. All right. I'm gonna need to talk to the referees. All of my referee brothers, all right, got to come together. We got footage of a referee just running down the sideline, tripping on his own 2 feet.
Yeah.
He is on the field. He's not in the white restricted area. I know. I coached. Okay. He tripped over his own 2 feet.
Yes.
Falls to the ground, and upon getting up, he throws a flag.
Someone might be at. It might be when we need him.
Somebody got to do something about this. I'm not saying referees change the way this game went. Obviously, like I said, Shabazz came out on top. Guys got to persevere, and it's never one call. I tell everybody why you lose a game. But if coaches got to be held accountable for their players, referees got to be held accountable for that. And that was definitely. I wanted to go on the air and say that wasn't right.
And it was just not that call, damn. It was a lot of calls. In that game. I forgot who the outside linebacker that hit the kid. It was a good hit. It was a good hit. It was not helmet to helmet and anything. They threw a flag on that. I'm like, come on, man. Let the kids play, man. At the end of the day.
Well, this is what I'm saying, man. It's one of those things where coaches, you're gonna have to work together, right? Get clips, get referees' names. Okay. Get these clips on your huddles, whatever, submit it to the state. Something to be done if work is done. But if no work is done and we're just talking about this on Facebooks and Instagrams and stuff, then you can't be mad at the result that you get.
Right.
Okay. So we got to make sure we're doing our due diligence. Oh man, what we got here? Do we need to bring back instant replay? I don't even think we ever had instant replay to bring it back, honestly. And the way the games go, I don't think instant replay will help. I'm not gonna say it won't help.
They do have it in the championship games, though, right? If I'm not mistaken.
I know, but accountability is everything. A conference, talking to the other referees, you get what I mean? Stuff like that. Maybe I know it's hard to get his opinion, but talk to the head coaches too. You know, something where we work together.
Yeah.
Something where we work together to find a system. It's a human error, and everybody's vantage point is different. So from where you see it, June, is different from where the ref sees it, and people have to understand that part, right? But right is right, wrong is wrong, and you know you did wrong. That's what your mom would have told you. You knew you was wrong.
Yeah.
So we got to make sure that we start holding guys accountable for their actions. That referee that did that wasn't right. I didn't like that. So, you know, cool. We got Jamel Drummond, my boy. So let me see this. We can make clips of these guys. Yes. They cover their own. Right. Oh, you saying they'll cover their own.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Well, listen, you know, and then strengthen numbers. You know what I mean? Strengthen numbers. Then we got to find a way to come up with a hierarchy. I know we have one of those types of Black Coaches Association, I believe, is out right now. Maybe we get them involved. We also have again, we have each other, man. We have each other where we kind of could like come together. Shoot, maybe we need to get to the meetings. Where the ref meetings at?
Yeah.
We can pull up to the ref meetings and express ourselves on, hey, look, this is what's going on, instead of phone calls and emails.
Right.
Sometimes you got to pull up face to face. Jay Drum, thanks for that comment, man.
Oh my God.
That was a good one, man. You already know. Definitely strengthen numbers, man. Like, we just got to find a way to work together. Like, if you the only one that say something at Roselle and I know it's wrong, right? I'm over here at West Orange and I don't even say nothing. It's like, well, how does that help the situation? If I don't even push behind, you send an email and I send an email behind it, you know what I mean? How does that help the situation? We gotta, you know, it's one of those things, man. When you want something done, it's gotta be a cohesive unit, you know. I attended the Central game, right? Central played Hoboken, real tough game. Man, Mark Ingram and his staff was on an uphill battle. They didn't have Deshaun German, all right, on the start of the game. He did not play this game.
Wow.
And because of that, you know, sometimes like you talked about with the Shabazz team, it can throw off your game plan when you don't have like your studs or your guys that you kind of really putting in plays for. But all in all, it was a really, really tough, hard-fought battle. The score does not resemble how the game went. The score was 24-0, but that's really not how the game went. It was death of 1,000 cuts. I'm telling you, John, it was death of 1,000 cuts. The first quarter, the score was 0-0, bro. Like, I mean, good hard-nosed defense. And honestly, the way Central was playing, you know, it was up. I mean, running down the guys, making big plays, you know, it just was – they was getting in the right things, but penalties. You know, you can't have a third down opportunity. You about to get off the field. Defense about to get off the field and penalty, you know, and now you're giving them the ball back. You know, offense, you know, you got to make plays. You know, like when the plays have to be made, you got to make them. And I know everybody says easier said than done. It is. But in order for us to have winners and losers, someone's making plays. So you just got to focus on that. And all I think it is that improving the focus level. You know, quarterback from Central, man, he threw a nice pass to T.J. Bailey in the back of the end zone. Zaire Teller threw a nice pass, man. I think it was like a wheel route, man. Oh, my God, going towards the scoreboard. You know, kind of slipped right through his hands. And I'm like, man, that's, you know, when you're playing a team
like Hoboken,
that is as good as Hoboken, and anybody that understands Hoboken's standard, I mean, like, heck, yo, this is their first time being 7-0 since 2006. You know what I'm saying? It's been a while.
Aya Guilford and them boys was up there.
Right, Aya Guilford, man. It's been a while. I mean, listen, if you're an old Shabazz guy, you remember scrimmaging those guys. They were team of the 90s. If you were a Shabazz guy, when Coach Grant was coaching there, you saw us lose a couple of times to them. So Hoboken is one of those teams, when you get them down, you got to put them down, you got to keep them down, you know? Right. So when the offense is moving down the ball again, you know, moving the ball again, and then another turnover. Well, then the first turnover, I believe we had a fumble from Zaire Taylor. Oh man, it was a 92-yard fumble recovery touchdown from Hoboken. Isaiah Blanks was on that, was the recipient of it.
Yeah.
And so when that touchdown happened, it's like, okay, well, keep fighting. And then next thing you know, like I said, it was fought as much as they could. And then, again, there was a screen pass to Javon Walker, right, from Hoboken. Isaiah dumped the ball off to him, boom, 23-yard scamper into the end zone. And it's halftime. Now it's 12-12.
Still
0-0 at the end of the first.
Mm-hmm.
Gave up 12 points in the second quarter. So it's 12-0.
Yeah.
Now we come out, look, go inside the halftime, make some adjustments.
Right.
I mean, they're in the business. You know what I mean? You come back out, third quarter. Guess what, June? Score still 12-0 at the end of the third. We in the fourth quarter with a close 2-possession game.
Yeah.
So that's what I mean by Mark did a great job, Coach Salam, all of those dudes over there, Coach Carr. Those dudes did a hellified job, man. The defense, like I said, they were rocking. The guy that led tackles this week was Ahmad Williams, man. 9 solos, 1 TFL. We did his numbers. Zamar Carr had a hell of a game last week. This week followed it back up. 6 tackles, 2 TFLs. I mean, like I said, the guys was making plays, man. It was making big-time plays out there, bro. But then, again, it's just how long can they get them to fight? And the runs that was only hitting for about 2 to 3 yards, 3 to 4 yards, started hitting for 6 to 8 yards, 8 to 10 yards. And it just, like I said, it was just a slow grind. But shout out Devin McMillan, man. He scored the last 2 touchdowns for Hoboken at the end of the game, man. One of them was a 2-yard run. One of them was a 3-yard run. He finished the day with 22 rushes, 140 yards, and 2 touchdowns. So, like I said, man, it's just one of those things. Marking them will be back. Yeah. Okay. I know you was talking about the playoff bracket.
Yeah. So they sitting at 12 right now.
Okay.
And, there's a couple of teams under them, and like I said, we was looking at it, and I'm still confused as somehow this power on point thing go. You tell me it's about old SIs.
Yeah. So PowerPoints. Plus the strength index, what I mean, however they configure it, and you come up with a UPR ranking, and a power ranking, and that lets you know where you're going to be ranked at in the top 16, because only the top 16 make the playoffs. Okay, and you said,
I'm bringing that up because they got an important game, look like on the road against a Cedar Grove team next week. So,
right.
Looking like a must-win game.
We'll Cedar Grove has a good record, and that's another thing where they kind of made it where you don't have the levees broke, is what he's saying about that Central game. They made it where you don't have to, how can I put it, have to play just group 5 teams and group 4 teams.
Right.
You just have to play competitive teams. If that team's a group 1 and they're a really competitive team, you can get you some points off of that. You really get you some points off of that. But Cedar Grove is 5-2. They played this week. We'll get into that next if you want. And so, like I said, Mark, North Central, they're 4-3. So this will be a good win for him if he can get it. Like you said, you got to go behind enemy lines to get it, right? But this is a good SFC matchup for Caldwell, not Cedar Grove, and for North Central. But now also I wanted to touch on who Caldwell has next, just to go back to Caldwell. We didn't talk about who Caldwell has next because right now, again, that was a loss, and you got to get yourself in the right trajectory. Like you just brought up that whole thing with the whole playoff bracket right now. And so Caldwell will play Milburn. They'll travel to Milburn, right? Milburn's pretty much sitting at 3-4. We know how Coach Romano get it done. This is a good SFC matchup right here. So let's see, how he kind of could, turn it around. Because, I mean, at the end of the day, there will be some shakeups in our top 10. I know some people are going to be looking to see what that's going to be like. So there are going to be some shakeups in the top 10, man. But, that's just that. Let's get into West Orange. taking on Montclair.
Mhm.
Another SSC matchup. So we cover. Can you hear me saying SSC? We cover a lot of those too, right? So not just not just the whole Essex County. We cover the whole conference. But we got to get the intel, giving us the intel, get us who we got to be. So shout out to Farrah Green. They say I think he busted for over 2,000 career high school rushing yards. That's dope.
Yeah.
Salute to that. Salute to that.
Yeah. He's on the check-in right now. He's on the check-in watching.
Farrah Green has been the epitome of grind for it all. Okay. If anyone knows the Farrah Green story, watch his high school career. He has grinded. As a freshman, he played freshman. As a sophomore, he played JV. As a junior, his first year on varsity. Hell of a season last year as well. And so to this year's a senior year. This is the senior year right now. And again, man, like I said, salute to him, the whole family, anybody obviously around Farrah. Y'all already know Coach DM, man, got crazy love for you. Keep grinding, keep pushing. You know what I'm saying? Keep grinding, keep pushing. They play Montclair, which is what you talked about before, on a down year. Montclair drops to 0-7, and West Orange improves to 5-2. But Farrah Green had 17 carries this week for 184 yards and 2 touchdowns. I believe it was senior night, so it's kind of how you want to go out on senior night. How you want to go out. 1 catch made at 50 yards, so he's getting it done on both sides. I see that. That's good work right there. Also, they had another senior running back, Timothy Evans. Ran the ball 11 times for 147 yards. Shout out to the O-line.
Yeah.
O-line putting it together, huh?
Right.
147 yards and 2 touchdowns from him. And then they had Sidney Padilla come through. He had 1 catch for 9 yards and a touchdown and 2 sacks on the defensive side of the ball. So West Orange, hey, man, that's how it's supposed to be done, You guys are doing well. I know you're in the you figure right now West Orange is looking pretty good in the playoff rankings as well, right? I seen them up there pretty high.
I think saying 3 right now, number 3.
3, and I know it's a shakeup because Bridgewater Raritan lost, so who knows where they'll go, whether be up or how it works, but we'll know after this week where it goes, because this is what we might want to call rivalry week up the hill, okay? The Orange Bowl is going down.
Hey, they talking already. I'm gonna shout out to everybody that's on the Instagram right now. They going back and forth on the AIG right now as we speak, man. It's set up to be a good one.
This is shaking up to be what it always is, man. ESPN high school classic, man. This is what, if you are anywhere in the state, it don't even matter, Essex County, anywhere in the state, Friday night, the place to be will be at West Orange, where they have West Orange playing East Orange. So it's a big Group 5 matchup. It's a big SFC matchup, right? It's a big just game in the state. I think even in the rankings, we have East Orange is number 1. Well, we have West Orange. West Orange,
I think it was like number 4. Like 4 or 5, I think.
4 or 5. So, West Orange, man, they can kind of put themselves in the driver's seat in the county and in the state, and East Orange as well. East Orange as well can put themselves in a good position. But since we're on East Orange, I'm bouncing around, but I want to get into it. Man, that was a heck of a game.
Right. Definitely was a heck of a game. What came down to the wire.
Man.
Not a final score that everybody expected,
Not at all. The Ramadan boys must have took off this week. And y'all know how Rock been telling y'all, giving y'all props, man. But y'all must have took the week off. I heard Issa Wittenberg didn't play. Maybe that was a part of the thing we talked about with our other previous teams, not having a guy that's in your scheme, that you're scheming up for, not playing. Maybe that hurt. But man, hey, look, I get it. one of the things we always say as coach, win is a win, and wins are hard to come by.
Yeah.
I got that part. I'm hoping that the guys wasn't looking ahead. Okay.
I
Never
had got that feeling when I got the score from my man B. Shout out to B.
never get caught up looking ahead.
Yeah.
But at the end of the day, it's over. You
Mhm.
came out victorious, right? And that's what's up. But now let's lock in. If you was looking ahead, it's here now,
Mhm.
right? Let's lock in. If you know, if you know you guys was hurting, try to use some of this time to get healthy. You know, I know it's tough because you only got about a week or two. You know, if you were smart, some guys in the state, this is not for East Star, just for everybody in the state, but active recovery. DM has active recovery going on at Center Court Sports from 9 to 10 on Sundays on 14 Depot Square in Montclair. Might want to check that out. That'll help with that, improving in some of those injuries right there. So again, you know, we got something going on this week, man. The Orange Bowl. Man, it will be no other place I will be Friday night, but at the game. I'm letting everybody know right now, I am going to be podcasting. For anyone who's asking, June, where DM's going to be sitting on, you sitting on this side, sitting on that side. No, I will be podcasting. I want to go out into the crowd. I want to talk to the fans. I want to hear what y'all think. And I want to hear what y'all thinking about the shows of Off the Top Sports and the Jersey Recap Show. We want to get some type of good interaction.
Yes.
I want to get you guys, you don't mind on camera, man, just telling me how you feel about it. You know, what we need to do more of, what we need to do less of. You know, everything is about improving around here. Okay, so we got in a couple of clips. I know Jalil scored maybe a couple touchdowns. I know Shake scored. I mean, they had to dig. Jakes had to dig into the crates, man.
Mhm.
Jakes had to put the offense together and dig into the crates because woo-wee.
Another
Man.
one of my favorite play callers. That's Shake right there, right? Shalil Jackson.
Yeah, Shiloh Jackson, that Shake, you know, man, like goodness gracious.
Yeah.
Like you said, man, they had to kind of dig into the crates of the offense this time because I know. And East Orange is ranked in the state right now, right? So like 16, 17 in the state. So I knew that this was going to be one that, again, and that's Jalil, second touchdown of the day, putting it together. Let me tell you something, though. Patterson Eastside knew they had nothing to lose.
Yeah.
1-7. So it was coming out there and they just going, letting it go.
Right.
And when you get those types of teams, note to self, note to all of the athletes. When you get teams that don't got nothing to lose, you got to watch them. Watch them. Because they're going to play you a lot different than a team that does have something to lose.
Right.
Okay. And I think that's kind of what our kids, you know, we get caught up in. You know, I had 1-6. Every game, approach it with the attention and detail that you need to win that game. Do not take no days off. Do not take no plays off that week of that game, man. You got to make sure you're building towards winning that game. So, again, I'll say this. We got one more. Do we get the goal line stance?
Yeah.
They had to win this game on the goal line. Shout out to Abdul, my guy, DM Monstar. Abdul coming off the edge, or I believe Mike linebackers where Ab is playing, man. And this was it. 5 seconds left in the game, man.
Can I give a shout out to Coach Gabe Baltimore who caught this highlight?
This
highlight, and he was
giving boys basketball coach.
Shout out to my guy Ball. Who was giving play-to-play analysts while he's doing this highlight, by the way.
You might have to hire him, man. Gabe, you available? Gabe, you available, man. I'm going to have to put a little chicken in his pocket, man. You know, he can hook us up.
Hey, DM, but, you know, part of going undefeated, making this run to championships and, you know, having a great season, you got to go through adversity. You know, you got to go through adversity. And, you know, let's keep it real. EO been steamrolling over their opponents all year. So this is something they might need this. They might need this to get them back going, get their mind focused. Like you say, locked in. It's something that they know very well. And EO
shout out to
them. Get locked in for the game this week against West Orange. So they might need this. But this right here at this point in the game was 34-28, I believe. And look, Patterson Eastside is right there.
Tie game.
The
field goal wins the game.
Yeah.
So you know that was interesting. That was tough, but they got it done. So I'm gonna say this again, EO. That like you got to get focused. You got to put it back together, bro. Because right now I'm starting to see a trend. Hoping the trend isn't true.
Yeah.
Remember, you gave up your first points last week. Then you gave up a lot more
this
and
week.
had to win in the last 5 seconds this week. You're going up to the mountain.
Yeah.
Now, I know normally East Orange, when they get up to the mountain, they handle their business. So do what you got to do. West Orange, it's a trend. If you can capitalize, I don't know what you're going to be doing this week in film, whatever, in practice, give us a classic.
Hey,
that's all we want.
My man B always put this stat out there. He put it out there last year. I don't know what's the wins now, but the last 7 or 6 games, the road team has won this matchup. So
it's
always in favor of
East
Orange right now. Again.
I mean, it's definitely, EO is the favor. This one, when you're talking about the history of, like you're saying, the road team, we talk about where they are right now. They still undefeated, number 1 in our county and ranked in the state, right? So they picked to win this fucking game,
right?
But they got to, like we said, coaches, kids, put it back together. Ramadan boys, come on, man, put it back together. Because West Orange is not going to make it easy. West Orange is not going to make it easy. We know that. You know that. So let's just make sure you give us all something to see. Both teams, give us something to see. Because that's going to be a good one. Oh man, where we going next, John? Who you want to touch into?
You want me to pull up this scoreboard? This nice and the scoreboard to talk about the rest of the games. I know we talked about.
You can. Let's go through it.
Hold on, let me move this out the way.
Because I definitely want to get to Livingston. Shout out to them. Big win over Columbia this week.
Yeah.
I spoke about Livingston before to somebody. I said, listen, I know we're not used to seeing Livingston in that light. Yeah, I understand what people are thinking, but some people need to go back in the crates. Livingston used to be very good. Okay?
Listen, I know.
Okay? I believe in 2009 or so, 2010, Livingston won a state title. Okay? With a hella offense. I believe Bill Tracy was the offensive coordinator, head coach, whatever at the time. So if you know, you know. But Livingston right now, they're hitting it on all cylinders. They went into Columbia, all right? And shout out first year coach Lease, got those guys playing well. But Livingston said, this is we here. You knew we've been here. So they got it done, man. Abel Paul. It's interesting, man. We talked about guys that's like last week, I think we talked about our guys that we're thinking are county player of the years, right?
Yeah.
This is going to be so hard this year, Joe. This is going to be so hard to pick one guy to be a county player of the year. I mean, Abel Paul is a nightmare, bro. Like, I don't know if it's a game. Maybe he didn't score against East Orange, but I think other than East Orange, he's probably scored on everybody. Abel Paul has 16 carries for 202 yards and 2 touchdowns. He opened the game up in the first quarter with a 70-yard touchdown run, bro. Like, come on, bro. Like, that's crazy numbers right there. It's crazy numbers. What you got right here?
Wait, hold on.
You gotta get us off the screen. I don't think that's I ain't scoring no touchdown.
Acting up today. Hold on.
Jump, y'all. Listen. For y'all that's trying to figure out who's operating the system. There we go. It's Abel Paul. I got you.
That's the touchdown you talking about right here, dear.
Listen, it looked like the only person that could stop him was me and you just now.
Once again, we'll show it one more time for the
Shout out to D1 Media Pro, man, on the footage, man. Appreciate you. Shout out to the Livingston coaches for giving us the footage, man. I guess what we talking about, man. That's all we could get something we could use it. Abel Paul, like I'm telling you, and I know he scored again. He had 2 touchdowns. And now I don't know if you have the other clip.
The other
It's
clip
it right
right
here.
here, yeah.
And he's a track star. Okay, like Abel Paul is not just like football player, he's an athlete. All right, and he gets after it. They as you can see, like I told you from what he did, with the game plan. But again, the score is 42, right? Troy Naylor 5 for 7 with 77 yards and a touchdown thrown. Everybody contributed. Aiden Sun 13 carries, 68 yards and a touchdown. It's just a collective effort of guys. Good job, coaches. This when you pat someone on the back as a coach. All right. And I wanted to use this as an example how even though a guy can be starring, you still got the other troops behind because you never know who's going to be the guy and when you're going to need that guy. That's a sign of great coaching, if you ask me. And I don't care who the opponent is because I don't want, Don, the only play, I don't give a damn who the goddamn opponent is. The fact of the matter is if you know how to get everybody involved, when it's time for you to get them involved, it won't be a culture shock. So make sure coaches take note of that. That's a very, very important note that I've had to go through in coaching while I was the coach. So, and I want to tap into, let's go to the scoreboard. Shout out to Belleville, getting it done again. Hey, they're coming in the top 10. I'm sorry. I know everybody be thinking, wow, what's going on?
Oh, you done made somebody day. You done made somebody day.
They're coming in the top 10. Okay? Because you know why? Because at the end of the day, let me tell you something. A win is a win. We just saw 1-6 Patterson Eastside take our number 1 team to the brink.
Yeah, right.
Who's to say what? Okay? So, no, win is a win. Congratulations, Belleville. Welcome to the top 10. We'll have that posted this week. We spoke on the Caldwell and the Shabazz game, hellified matchup. Spoke on the Livingston hellified matchup. I'm trying to tell you something about Bloomfield. These are Group 5 teams too. Livingston, Group 5. Bloomfield, Group 5. West Orange, Group 5. East Orange, Group 5. The Group 5 shaking up. Right. It's shaking up and it's shaping up. So guys are winning at the right time. Shout out to Coach Carter getting those guys together. Coach Jermaine Johnson. Again, I know Kennedy is a team. My man Jared Rogers is getting them going, building them up. Took a tough one on the chin to Barringer, but hey, it's okay. Coach Rogers, keep the troops going. But Bloomfield, man, that's how you get it done right there. That's how you get it done. We spoke on the West Orange game already. PCTI, another Group 5 team against Irvington, Group 5. So again, but this game just kind of went left, looks like, all right? And I understand how it goes left when you play PCTI. I've had a couple of bumps and bruises on them too, all right? So don't even feel bad, Irvington. What I tell y'all before, don't take losses, get lessons, okay? These are just lessons. You got to learn from them. So, once you learn from your lesson, man, hopefully next time you do better. Remember, you've been here before. You had a situation where you lost and you had to learn. You came back and fought back hard. I'm expecting to see the same thing, Coach Soto, to get those guys together, all right? But, we could roll through some of the numbers real quick. Justin Spellman, young guy, 11 for 20, man. I like this young kid. He threw for 143 yards, a touchdown, and an interception, right? That's cool, but it's only a sophomore, man. Sky's the limit. He connected with Elliott at the end of the game. Another sophomore receiver, 2 catches, 39 yards, and a touchdown. So, Josiah Reed, 5 catches, 37 yards. I know, again, it looks like the guys did their best with what they had, but Gabriel Miles is back. I want everybody to understand the name that I'm mentioning, okay? If you are in tune with Passaic County, Silk City, and the PCTI team, Gabriel Miles had to sit out the first 4 games, with the transfer rule, so he was there last year and then some things happened. So whatever. Gabriel Miles is back. Gabriel Miles threw 10 for 12, 164 yards, 2 touchdowns. Ran the ball 6 times for 66 yards and 1 touchdown. Okay. PCTI in the Group 5, y'all. I'm telling you, this is going to be an interesting matchup come the playoffs. Kadir Young, 4 carries, 102 yards, and 3 touchdowns. It's getting it done. It's getting it done, Joe. 4 carries, 102, and 3 tutties. Some serious numbers right there. Serious, bro. So, like I said, everybody just Group 5 teams, take notice. Union City look like they back in the house. They in the hunt. So, you guys got to get it done there. I'm not saying Union City, PCTI, they're in the hunt. But since I did mention Union City, another Group 5 team. They took on Orange, and it's an uphill battle. UC, regardless of the record we talked about before, man, they are a very competitive team. Okay, Coach Wilbur is a very good coach. And this was the game he needed to get. This took him to 3-3. So, like I said, that Group 5 is going to shape up into something really good, and we'll go over that. Joan, do not post that right there. I'm not talking about them.
Right.
We're not talking about them.
I got you.
That might be Will Hathaway. You can let Will know we do not speak on the stuff that everybody else going to speak on. But again, Union City winning, took on Orange, and like I said, they went on that roof. Yep. That it's tough. It's tough on the roof.
You don't come correct them. It can get dark up there.
It will. It will. It will roll that wing tee out, man, and it's just going to be happening. Waggle, sweep. Shout out to you, Dennis. What up? The trap. It's coming. It's coming. It's coming in waves too.
Yeah.
So again, Orange. Just keep fighting. Irvington. We talked about Irvington, man. Guess what? Union City. Trying to get yourselves in the right position. Yeah, Dennis, they play on the roof.
They play on the roof,
bro. I'll send you a picture, Dennis. It's one of the most phenomenal sights you're going to see. I'm telling you.
What the F?
Yeah, I know. So, that's how it goes.
Hey, I can hear him saying it.
Again, we got Hoboken. Yeah. You got out of Essex County alive.
Yeah.
Don't worry.
Yeah.
Come get you next time. So, that's how that went down. Bergenfield and Milburn, right? You got to get it together because you got to play Caldwell up soon. So that ain't going to be no game you want to come into off of a loss. And he just lost too. So we're going to expect to see 2 scrappy teams playing in Caldwell and Milburn next week. New Prague playing Verona, man. Interesting game right there. New Prague was undefeated. I believe they was 6-0. So that was a tough one for Coach Monge and the troops. But obviously he got the guys, what he could get. Bodie Mazzano, man, 7 tackles to lead the team in tackles. Anthony Palmer, 5 catches, 95 yards, led the team there. So you did what did much you can do there, but you can't hang your hat there. You can't stay there. Got to get up, got to keep pushing. Got to keep going. Right now, you're in Group 1. I believe the record might be 2-4 right now. So, let's try to get this thing to about 500. We got 2 more games left. These last 2 weeks are big, okay, everybody? They're very, very, very big, okay? So you got to make sure you come out victorious. Put yourself, like Jones said, in the playoffs. Jones, what you got?
No, I'm just saying because some of these teams are some of their 8th games. So that's this the last week you could pick up big power points. Because your 9th game, you'll still pick up power points, but it ain't like how the week, like from week 0 to week 8. So that's why this week is important for sure.
Right. Mm-hmm. So you got to make sure that you take care of your business best you can this week, right? Let's see. Then we got Saturday matchups. We got Seton Hall. I said this was one. Seton Hall. You got to hold me down. I think they tuned into the show, bro.
They did.
Because I heard you. I'm putting you at 10. Don't show me nothing. Getting your behind out of there. They told me, Don, hold my beer. Going up to Pope John to lose. We're going to take care of some business. You feel me? John, we got any clips of that right there?
Hold on. I think we do. Hold on.
they told me like, look, get that off the screen, man. They said, Don, we ain't playing. Like, we heard you. Okay, yeah.
The defense. The defense. The defense showed up. The defense showed up, man.
That's where you got to get it done, man. You got to get it done on the defensive side of the ball. Taylor Daniels is one of those guys that want to be a top. He's going to be a top player. I'm telling you, coming out of there. Another one, DB. You know how they do. They always got a guy, right? So they got a guy like in him coming out. Leonard West coming through with 2 carries and 66 yards and a touchdown. And shout out to Jalen Bullock. Bullock, man, Leonard West had 2 catches for 66 yards and a touchdown. But I do want to mention Jalen Bullock. Jalen Bullock, man, transfer from Montclair, right? Was 9 for 13, 125 yards passing and a touchdown to go with 16 carries, 48 yards, and a rushing touchdown. That's how you get it done.
Right.
That's how you get it done. Jay Bull, that's what I like to see, bro. That's what I like to see. Now, who you got next?
Glen Ridge and Cedar Grove was the last Saturday game in the county. It's 42-34.
Okay.
That final score.
Was Gogarty got back on track?
Yeah.
I like the numbers.
You heard
the numbers.
Then you heard it. 42-34. So it was a shootout. Old fashioned shootout, man. Yeah. Ooh, Pierce. Here go Pierce again. 233 yards. And it
Parad Green, Pierce right here with 4 touch. Those 3 nominees I see right there, man.
Yeah, definitely. Right there. Yeah, I agree with you. I'm in 3 probably for this week. 4 touchdowns, man. And he had 15 yards. 15 carries for 85 yards and 2 rushing touchdowns. 6 total touchdowns, DM. What are we talking about, man?
It's unanimous.
What are we doing?
It's unanimous.
6 total touchdowns. He threw 4 in the air and rushed for 2. Almost had a buck on the ground. Threw for 233 yards. I don't know. We can still put the polls out there, but what are we talking about?
I think it's unanimous. Make the decision. Make the decision.
It's starting to look like a quarterback award because I think this is going to be our 4th or 5th quarterback we awarded.
Yeah.
But when they throwing numbers like that, how you could look past it? Able.
And listen, and this is a good game. Glen Ridge is not no slouch.
No.
Okay, Glen Ridge is not no slouch. They are sitting at 3-3 right now. So this ain't like he was playing no bums.
Yeah. Yeah, man. Zach Konecki, one of our guys that we following Glen Ridge running back. Also quarterback too, had great numbers too. Look at the numbers. Look at it. They throwing up video game numbers in this game. He had 200 yards passing in the air. Also threw a touchdown, but also had a pick in this game. But on the ground, he also carried the ball 19 times, 125 yards and 2 touchdowns. Both of these quarterbacks accounted for 300 yards of offense on each side of the ball. Wow. Wow. So
I don't know what you're gonna do. At this point, I turn it over to you. You run that part. You got the play of the week. You and Jay. Hey, shout out to Clarity and Jay.
Yeah.
Handle y'all business. This is tough. That's tough.
Wow. But man, you gotta love it, man. The kids, we love showcasing the talent that's in our county, man. We got a bunch, man. Definitely a bunch of talent, man. So that was pretty much all this week, right? All the games for this week.
Yeah, I believe we covered it all. I mean, listen, I got the Bellevilles, you got the Bloomfield, Livingston. Yeah, man. Again, and anyone that's outside the county, don't talk work.
Right.
Don't talk work. Send us the clips. Send us this, a rundown of what happened. Not a rundown of what happened in the game. You can easily just go, hey, Don, NJ.com, Franklin versus New Prov. Cool. I got you. The stats are in there. I can work and look myself. We can put something together. You give me some clips. That'll be perfect. You know what I mean? Be perfect.
Look, all right, like I said, Union County, talk to us, man. Passaic County, we got coaches everywhere that we know. DM know very well. I know very well. I had some guy from Middlesex County hit me up this week.
Mm-hmm.
Let's do it. Send me the highlights. We'll showcase you. It's called Jersey High School Recap. You know,
And
we
we
talk
want to
about
cover.
what you know.
We want to cover the parts of Jersey that seem to be in the dark.
Mm-hmm.
So that's why you're going to have to tune in. Make sure everybody's like. Go ahead.
And like you said, man, no disrespect. We like our big parochial schools and they doing their thing, but we different over here. You feel me? Like they get podcasts talk about them.
There's enough people that speak on them.
Yeah,
we're going to speak on the ones that don't get spoken on.
Right.
And we want to make sure that we continue to have a voice for the voiceless, as some people would call it that, right? Mm-hmm. That's what we want to do. We want to make sure we put them in a light. Okay, so we're going to make sure I do this right here. Like I said, one, I got to say, if you don't have anything to do on a Sunday, you're trying to get your body right, Active Recovery at Center Court in Montclair, 14 Depot Square. It's live and booming. Get involved. 2, any of them young athletes or even high school guys, after your JV game or you don't play JV, but you just want to get some stuff fine-tuned, Monday Night Football at Center Court, man, from 7 to 8:30, man. Tap in. There's some really good guys around giving us some really good knowledge. And it's not that we're doing too much, but what we want to do is we're cleaning up. We're cleaning up a lot of the stuff that's going on. I want everybody to please just follow my network, man, DM Football, Driven Minds. Like, just follow the network. We got so much stuff going on. Coach's Corner live segment coming up on the 21st at Perfect Smoke. You don't want to miss it. And it's open to everybody. We're going to be talking about some really, really good stuff too. Mm-hmm. So make sure you come out there and just enjoy. And I want to also say the last thing, DM Creations is popping out some very, very crazy gear, bro. Like from the gloves to the arm sleeves to compression shirts. So in all track clubs, if you don't know, you might want to get down with DM Creations. They will take care of all of the track needs and uniforms that you got. So those are the sponsors, obviously, that we speak from, okay, and just being tapped into our network. We always want to make sure that we appreciate and show our love to Sand Sports Multimedia for giving us this platform and doing what we got to do. June, I always love and appreciate you pulling up to the show, handling some of the technical stuff that I can't even touch, right? Mm-hmm. And don't forget, y'all, on Tuesday night from 6, come on, babe, chill out. Just messed up my swiller. Come on, I got a good thing cooking. So, on Tuesdays, I want everybody to tune in on 8 Squad Rebel Radio from 6 to 8, man. The livest, hottest sports show on Off the Top Sports Radio, man. It will be on. And I think, Joan, I'm going to pull up again this week.
Pull up.
I think we're going to go viral this week because we went type viral last week.
Oh, man. Phone calls.
We locked in a great matchup. We locked in a great matchup for y'all next year. So, I'm going to pull up this
week. It only happened when Mr. Viral's in the building, man.
Got to. So that's how that goes, man. Joan, you got anything to say? You go ahead, man. What you got?
Nah, man, I don't got pretty much nothing to say, man. Great show, another great show, man. Just continue supporting. We here 10 o'clock a.m., man, every Sunday, man. Giving y'all that best Jersey High School recap show, man. You can't find no better place right here on
nowhere.
Sports Multimedia Network, man, every Sunday. So on IG, YouTube, start tuning in on YouTube. We need y'all to really watch on YouTube. I know that
let people know. Hey, Joan, let them know that the show stays on YouTube.
Yes,
go back and watch it. Anybody, listen,
YouTube or Facebook.
Ma, they talked about me. Send it to your grandmother. Let everybody know, man. Like you said on Facebook as well. All the coaches, man, let them know. Hey, listen, if you didn't hear about my team, go check out this show right here. They talked about us on Sunday morning. You can check it out right now. So that's basically what he's saying, man. Just support us, who we're going to support you. And that's the real deal.
Mm-hmm.
That's the real deal. But as you know, I'm in Boston. I'm on location. Everybody stay safe. I know we're supposed to have some bad weather. I'm praying for traveling mercy for me and my family to get back home. Because I gotta go viral on Tuesday on Off the Top Sports. You already know. So anyway, everybody enjoy your day. I hope you enjoyed your college football day. That was amazing. And Sunday's gonna be amazing. But Joan, because Me and you had a good Thursday. We're gonna go ahead and let this out. I know we got Dennis on, so we're gonna let it out their bag. Saquon, who? Who? Yo, we out.